Okay, yep. Hello everyone. It's me again. So basically what I'm going to be doing today is showing you how to mix, well, my way of mixing, and I'm going to show you how to mix in Audacity, LMMS, and FL. We'll start with the one everyone probably has on their computer, but also the least recommended one, by the way. If you don't have FL, download LMMS, highly recommend it for this. But if you really can't, then I will show you how to mix in Audacity. So first things first, drag in the instrumental. I'm going to start out here, like we're going to go up the tier list. So, and I think the vocals start straight away. I'm gonna most likely get rid of that. Actually, nah. So, and I'm not gonna mix the harmonies, I'm just gonna mix the main vocal. You can work from there. So let's delete all of this. And now, the thing with Audacity is timing shit. It's really annoying. So basically you want to time the peak with the beat. So okay, so as you can see there's a prominent beat here, and I'm going to line it up based on that. Now, a lot of people who are new will just say that's done. It's really not. So first things first, you're going to want to equalize stuff. So I'll start with click flatten, because any kind of, if you don't know how to mix, I would recommend listening to my guide on EQing. So what does it sound like? Okay, so that sounds fine, but we want to make it a bit clearer. So let's also, voices shouldn't have anything like down here, so you can cut low frequencies. If you want, you can boost that a bit because it'll give it a bit of warmth to the voice. I like to do that. Doesn't matter if you EQ up or down, that'll be fixed during the rest of the mixing process. So I'm gonna up the sibilance as well. So this, so it sounds a little bit too much like a radio voice, so I'm gonna expand this a little bit more to about 100 Hertz, and then that. And it may sound a little thin, but that's fine because you got the instrumental, remember. So like vocals really need to sit around 700 to like 8K. 8K is where the consonants will be. You know, you need the information from like 7 to 12K for consonants, for sibilants and stuff. That's very important. You should never like cut it. It's always a good idea. I've not got a de-esser on Audacity, so I will probably lower them a little bit actually. But de-essers are important. I'll go over that when I actually get to it on a different mix on one of the other softwares. So what does it sound like now? I didn't preview that, so as you can hear, sounds a bit odd because we've cut too much here. So let's do that. It's really difficult to find a compromise when you don't have a de-esser. So I wouldn't recommend worrying about it too much. If you've got a de-esser in Audacity, well, good. I don't have many plugins on Audacity because I never use it to mix. That should be fine. So when you're happy with the equalization, you're going to want to do compression. Now, compression is very, very important for vocals. So I always have these both ticked. Basically what this one does, it will sort out any clipping issues. So we'll sort that out first. Okay, it looks like it wasn't clipping in the first place. Let's compress it. And basically what you want to do, right, if you're like, I would recommend doing something along that line, those lines, probably that. And basically what it is, if we reset everything, that's how the volume would normally go. This is the literal volume that's coming in, and this is the output volume that this will create accordingly. So as it approaches 0, which is like the top bit here and the bottom bit here, as the wave reaches the maximum amount, it's 0 is max, and then anything negative, like I think that's, I'm not really sure, but basically the volume is 1:1. And what we're trying to do here is making the vocals a little less fluctuating, so like things, just to make things sound better, clearer, everything more level volume. So obviously this can kill dynamics, which is why I recommend like making ratio and threshold like not too different. But basically the visual representation is very useful. So as it goes up from there, you'll see like, so how can I... Okay, Audacity's compressor isn't that good. Or at least the visual representation. So let's listen to it. So if we take off the compression. So compression is very important. But it can make consonants very crunchy sometimes. I like how that sounds, I think. I mean, it's in Audacity, so like... So as you can hear, the vocal is slightly too loud. That's fine, we'll sort that out in a minute. Next thing will be, typically you'll want reverb. I'm going to put some delay as well. What delay is actually equivalent to what we would... Echo itself is a cross between delay and reverb. So what delay is, it takes the same track and basically repeats it. Like when you go ah, it would be ah. Like it'd get quieter. Yeah, that kind of thing. So I can't see delay anywhere, so I'm probably going stupid. There it is. So as you can hear, that's way too much. So I'm happy with that, I think. I prefer it to be on tempo with the actual song, but in Audacity that's really difficult, so I won't bother. And then you want reverb. Now, reverb is annoying. That obviously sounds bad. So reverb in Audacity really sucks. What I do recommend, reduce the wet gain. Because you don't want your mix to be too soggy.
あなたにとっての私はどうあなたにとっての私はどんな人ですか私にとって
I'll just say yeah to that, that's fine. Next thing.
あなたにとっての私はどんな人ですか私にとってのあなたと違っていますかあなたが見ている私との距離が知りたいよ教えてよくれないと周りはみんなくれない人だらけ私はあなたの何なのでしょう知り合い他人友達嫌なやつ
Okay, so that sounds fine. So if you do Control A, you select all, then you can do tracks, mix, mix and render. And now if you select this track and click amplify, you can, you know, Audacity is good at this. Like when you amplify tracks, it will detect how, like, where it needs to be for it to be 0 decibels gain, you know, which is good. So that means that it wasn't clipping, which is good.
あなたにとっての私はどんな人ですか私にとってのあなたと違っていますかあなたが
I think the vocals might be too loud.
教えてよくれないと
Okay, so that's fine. So what we want to do is increase the instrumental a bit more.
あなたにとっての私はどんな人
Tracks, mix, mix and render. Still looks like the ratio's off a little bit. So that was -12. And this was, let's just leave that at 0. Let's use amplify -12. Mix and render. Okay, so if we do amplify on the instrumental.
あなたにとっての私はどんな人ですか私にとってのあなたと違っていますかあなたが見ている私との距離が知りたいよ教えてよくれないと
I think I'm happy with that. Okay, so as you can see, there's quite a bit of a difference between the vocals and instrumentals. Sometimes that happens. Okay, so I don't like Audacity, so I'm gonna show you a program that I would rather use, and that's Linux Multimedia Studio. Now let's delete all the tracks. So we've got an instrumental and a vocal track. So I've got that in music, grey one renders, instrumental, and here, if I just copy that to that and double click, holding control and left clicking and dragging will let you copy a track. So let's take the main one and let's see. So we've got the instrumental here. If we zoom in a bit, control and scroll wheel. Now lining it up on here is also a little difficult, so let's look at the BPM. That's 98. So if we set this to 98,
あなたにとっての私はどんな人ですか私にとってのあなたと違っていますかあなたが見ている私との距離が知りたいよ教えてよ
So we want Equalizer, this one, because all the others are just really bad. This one's This one's the newest one included with the software, so this is the one that I recommend using because it's actually got a graphical interface and it's a lot easier to use. So it monitors the frequency response.
私にとってのあなたと違っていますかあなたが見ている私との距離が知りたいよ教えてよくれないと周りはみんなくれない人だらけ私はあなたの何なのでしょう知り合い他人友達嫌なやつ白黒
So the compressor I've got here is actually something from Melda Productions, this website here. So if you search Melda Productions on Google, this plugin, when you download it, a lot of people don't seem to like downloading from the Czech Republic, but I've never had a problem. This plugin is a lifesaver on LMMS because it's got a really nice compressor, but it's not my favorite compressor. I'll show you that in FL. So this compressor is really nice because you can change the threshold and the ratio, like, you know, normal stuff. It's got a visual representation. When you install this, make sure you only install the free plugins. You can tick a box that will automatically tick all of those. So anyway, if we tick that, and so if we just do a bit of listening, ouch. So as you can see, it's done that, and what we want to do, change this volume, because otherwise death. Okay. My bad. I've just realised that we'll want an amplifier to reduce the volume because that's the input volume. This is the output volume. Okay, so now we want delay, and on this I prefer calf vintage delay. So if we set the tempo to 98 and the amount to that much, we shouldn't really have to do much. You can solo tracks on this, so that's good. So the reverb I always use is this C plate 2x2, and I don't really tweak it much, to be honest. I'm too lazy. So the next thing you'll want to do is probably DS, and because I didn't do that earlier, I'm going to have to show you how to make that priority over reverb, because yeah, so there's two DS's. I think this is the one I normally use, but I'm not too sure. Yeah, okay, so the one I use is calf de-esser, slightly better. So move it up because you don't want it to mess with the delay, etc. And you'll probably want to move it before the amplifier as well. So if we solo this. So what this does, this tick box here lets you listen to what it's taking away. And I upped the gain, which made some stuff clip and sound horrible. So
知りたいよ教えてよくれないと
I also like to set the split relatively low because that's the frequency it works at. I like to set it at about 2 to 3k. And the reason being is that it gets rid of a lot of pierce in vocals as well. When the vocals are really like high pitched, high frequencies, they can hurt your ears. Just helps mix that a little bit. Anyway, I can turn that off and unsolo it.
あなたにとっての私はどんな人ですか私にとってのあなたと違っていますかあなたが見ている私との距離が知りたいよ
Okay, so there's a bit of a problem there, and I need to pay more attention to what's going on.
あなたにとっての私はどんな人ですか私にとってのあなたと違っていますかあなたが見ている私との距離が知りたいよ教えてよくれ
Okay, so that's being a pain.
とっての私はあなたにあなたにとっての私はどんな人ですか私にとってのあなたと違っていますかあなたが見ている私との距離が知りたいよ教えてよくれないと
Okay, I don't normally have this many problems, so I'm gonna try the other one. I remember one was bad, but I couldn't remember which. I thought it was this one though. Oh, I probably had the frequency too. Okay.
"と違ってあなたが見ている私との距離が知りたいよ教えてよくれないと周りはみんなくれない人だらけ私はあなたの何なのでしょう知り合い他人
So this seems to be working, I think.
あなたにとっての私はどんな人ですか私にとってのあなたと違っていますかあなたが見ている私との距離が知りたいよ教えてよくれないと周りはみんなくれない人だらけ私はあなたの何なのでしょう知り合い他人友達嫌なやつ白黒つけたくて
So yeah, that's LMS. Now let's move into FL Studio, which I definitely prefer. So let's drag the instrumental in, and then drag the vocals in. Now, here we want to set that to 1, set this to 2. These are the 2 volume controls. 2 is the vocals, so what we want to do, we want fruity parametric EQ2, we want Maximus, I'll go over these in a moment, these are just how I do it. Fruity convolver right at the end, maybe in slot 8 you want fruity delay 3, and so basically what we want to do here, I'm gonna do my compression right away. So I usually compress like this. So Maximus is a compressor. Oh, My bad. So on presets, I always do de-esser. I don't know which one to use. One's narrow band. Okay, so split band. Yeah, so I can tweak that in a moment. On master, switch it on. Up, across, down, up. So it was 98, wasn't it? I think. 98. Yeah. Okay, as you can hear, there's way too much delay. I forgot to reduce the wet level to about there, and then the convolver needs to be reduced to about there, and then you can obviously adjust it to taste. What happened there? Okay, so I don't know what FL just did. It just did something really dumb. And I have no clue why. But now I'm gonna have to start over because it's moved my convolver, it swapped places between my convolver and EQ, which makes no sense, and I have no clue what I even pressed. Well, that's just great. At least I didn't do any EQ, because that would have been really annoying for me to lose EQ settings. So I'm gonna up this band. I'm gonna take band 1 and change it to that one, which means that it cuts, it shelves, whatever the word is. I can't remember, I'm too tired. So here we go. So one thing you might want to do, chop all of the start out. You can't really do this on LMS. You would have to either do it in Audacity or afterwards, or there's other things you can do, like putting in a loop boundary. Click that button, right click, hold shift and right click, you can adjust that. But in FL I just chop stuff. So a plugin I really like to use on any DAW is a chorus plugin, and I really like to use this in conjunction with harmonies, because it can really bulk out vocals. So if I silhouette, so like, you know, it's quite nice to have. Combining it with harmonies then makes the harmonies feel like they're blending with each other, which I personally really like. I think that's what Lupin does. no straight answer. But I really like how he does harmonies, and I feel like that's close-ish to what he does. Regardless, that's how I mix, because like some people think my mixing's amazing. It's really not. It just comes down to knowing what frequencies to mess with. I do this out of habit, so I should really explain what's going on here, because equalization is one of the most important parts, if not the most important part. So I adjust this area, and I've only recently started doing it again, because if we listen to this on its own,
あなたにとっての私はどんな人ですか私にとってのあなたと違って
as you can hear, that adjusts the warmth of the vocal. So I like adjusting around this area, but I like to cut up to about here, because down here with some utaloids, some microphones have really bad, really odd bass response that shouldn't be there. So I like to adjust this. I cut a bit at the mids, because if we
あ
listen
なた
again,
にとっての私はどんな人ですか私にとってのあなたと
if you cut too many, the voice sounds hollow. If you put
あなたにとって
too much, it sounds like a radio voice. I like to open up the voice a bit. That's what I'm doing there, making the voice feel a bit more spacious.
あなたにとっての
And then this,
あなたにとっての私はどんな
obviously this is where consonants are and where the main bulk of the voice and clarity is, higher frequencies. So around here you then have your sibilants, and up here you have sibilants as well. So if I was to take this band and do this around the sibilant area,
あなたにとっての私はどんな人ですか私にとってのあなたと違っていますかあなたが見ている私との距離が知りたいよ教えてよくれないと
with EQ it's really important to play around and decide what you're hearing, but another thing with EQ is that when you listen to a certain frequency response for too long, your brain gets used to it. So it's very important to take breaks, do something else, and then go back to it. Quite often it's good to have two different mixes going on, two different renders, or two different EQ settings, and then you decide, okay, I like this one better, but I'm going to leave it until like tomorrow. Go back to it, listen to two again, and you might completely change your mind and say, right, no, I'm going to work with this one because this one is too thin, vocals are way too forwards in the mix. So there's a lot more to it than what I've explained today, but this is just my process.
あなたにとっての私はどんな人ですか私にとってのあなたと違っていますかあなたが見ている私との距離が知りたいよ教えてよくれないと周りはみんなくれない人だけ私はあなたの何なのでしょう知り合い他人友達嫌なやつ白黒つけたくて挨拶はしていいですかどこまでなら喋っていいですかどんなことしたらあなたは離れていくのですかあなたにとっての私はどんな人ですか私にとって
So yeah, just, most important step, messing with how it sounds. But another truth is that another important step is actually being able to tune, which I can't. So I'm not sure why everyone likes my stuff so much. My tuning is god awful, but apparently my mixing makes up for it. So I thought I would show you my procedure. I don't agree with it. There are a lot of corners I cut that I shouldn't, but you know, just in case anyone's curious how my brain works with it. Any questions, comments, blah. Thanks for watching. Bye.